Do you like to go to South America? Do you like to go to the Caribbean? When you travel, where do you go? What do you do? Do you go alone? Do you go with your family? Do you go just with your spouse? Where do you go? What do you do? What do you see? Then we have entertainment. Are you an entertainer? What kind of an entertainer? Do you like to go to the symphony? Do you like to go to concerts? Do you like to go to plays? These are just subjects, and under that are 40 million different ideas. Values. What are your values? That's important. I, as a person, would like to know what your values are. Goals. What are your goals in life? What are your goals in what you're doing, like a career? Goals can be for anything, but then you need to pinpoint to what? Family. What are your ancestors? If there's a speech and you want to talk about your ancestors and figure out how that fits into your speech. Sometimes child rearing, if you're of that age and you have young children, older children, what are your traditions? I'm Jewish. My traditions may even be different than Lydia. So I'm somebody who, and I'm sure everybody else is too, it's a way of hearing what you are interested in and who you are. I know very little about everybody here, and I'm sure everybody else feels the same way. Career. What do you do? Well, you're a realtor. Well, what does that mean? There are different parts. What is your job? Who do you see? You understand where I'm going with this? What some of you may not realize, brainstorm. Brainstorming is you take a sheet of paper, pen or pencil. Don't think of what you're saying, of what you're thinking. Just write. I've used that many, many times for various ideas. Just off the top of your head. Don't think about it. Just write, and you'll come up with a list you're not going to believe. Reference material. The first one is websites, or you do research. You put in one word. The word, it can be a color, it can be, let's say you put in the color red. I once did this, so I know. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. Just from the color red, there are all these websites and all these different ideas. The internet, you have an iPhone, or you have a phone, you have an iPad, you have a computer. There's always ideas available. It's all out there for you to make your life easier, so that when it comes time to doing a speech, now instead of telling me, well, I don't know what to talk about, I have no topic, you're going to have more than you need in topics. Books. You read books. We all want to hear about what you read. It could be a character in the book that interests you. Talk about it. And remember, we're all different. We're all individuals. Therefore, we all have different ideas of even what we read. Newspapers. Those of you can actually read a newspaper, or you can get it online and you can skim through it, and if there's a subject matter that interests you. Magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines. Traveling, it's like Vogue, there's news, there's all kinds of different magazines. The whole idea is you will never be lost for what to talk about. Your first would be yourself. Look at what you are interested in. I mean, with me, I'm never out of something to talk about. I'll give you an idea. This morning, I made these breakfast shakes in the morning. Thank you. And we sip it through a big straw, a thick straw. And as I am sipping, I notice that my big teeth are right at the straw. My husband says to me, "Why don't you write a speech?" So you may get one of these days. But I thought, he knows me. Today, I'm hoping that I've helped you all in figuring out how to get topics for your speeches. I never want to hear, "I don't know what to write about. I don't know what to speak about." Because it's all out there. And if you really am puzzled, the computer is there to help you. Toastmasters.